us on the spot.
You ruined it by telling
me. Yeah, you ruined it.
I'll have to roll D20 to see what I do. If I can get it off. All right, D20.
Phrasing.
Got 20 Ds there.
Crit. No.
18.
Oh. Okay.
You're hilarious tonight.
I am hilarious.
Super fun.
Whether people like it or not.
What's up, guys? This is the Friendly Fire Podcast, and it's Logan now.
We're on episode 5.
Yes. So who are you?
I'm Patrick.
Okay. Who are you?
Who am I? Who are you?
I said I'm Logan.
I'm Josh.
Yeah?
What is podcast what?
What is podcast?
Yeah, what is... what? No. No, it's Nate. I guess I don't have to say Nate 1 or 2 because I'm the only one here.
The only Nate.
Yeah.
We went from a 3-person to a 4-person podcast now.
Yeah.
So we're moving up. So,
major release this week. Well, 2 major releases. Well, okay, 2 major releases. Battlefront obviously came out, and it was Tomb Raider. That was last. Was that
Tomb
last
Raider
week?
Was the same day as Fallout.
Okay,
Yep.
We just didn't talk about it.
We just didn't talk about it because we got swept under the rug.
Yeah, we hadn't played it, and we were super hyped about Fallout.
Damn the Fallout 4 hype machine.
It was a strange.
The hype train has no brakes.
They were releasing Tomb Raider and Fallout on the same day, though. That
Yeah.
just seems strange.
Yeah.
It's
what seems even stranger is that Square Enix would actually go ahead and be like, "Oh, Fallout 4's coming out that day. Nah, we'll be fine. This is fine."
Nah.
Yeah, I mean, they're probably gonna
How I'm
have
handling life right now.
enough time before Christmas, especially to hit the holiday.
Yeah.
So, and the reviews are amazing, so people are excited about it.
But I think that was an awkward time for them to release that because it
is.
really did get swept under the rug. A lot of people just kind of forgot about it. It wasn't.
Yeah, but you could think the week after was Battlefront.
Yeah.
A huge game you can't really release against either. The week before was Call of Duty. The
Yeah.
week before was Halo. It's kind of there's fuck it, just release it whatever day. Doesn't matter because it's going to be overshadowed.
November, December are always that way every year. Huge games come out every year.
And Fallout and Tomb Raider are pretty different games, so it's not really competing really for the same audience. Kind of.
It's just competing for money, really.
Just
out of the
dollar
pocketbook.
of the day. Yeah.
I haven't bought a game in a while. Tomb Raider I can play for 20 hours, or Fallout 4 which I can play for the rest of my life and never have to leave my apartment again.
That's a very true statement.
Pretty much.
Watch the fucking warning message pop up. You've been playing for 24 hours. Are you okay? No, send help.
Shut up.
Only Nintendo does that.
You should get up.
I can't tell you how many times playing Zelda on Nintendo, and I always go to a save point and they're like, "You should take a break." And I'm like, "No, I want to keep going."
Like a fat kid in all-you-can-eat buffet. I'll tell you when I've had it.
I've got gout.
But that Fallout took a little break for me playing Battlefront.
Yes, we should talk about Battlefront.
I'm going back and forth on the two. Battlefront is.
Did you see that?
So
did you see that GIF? I sent you. Yes, I call it GIF, not GIF.
Well, you're wrong.
You're wrong.
It's GIF.
You're
Anyway, anyway, whatever you call it, tomato. That one GIF of
right and wrong.
It was it was that scene of from Ace Ventura 2 where Jim Carrey takes those 2 spears to the leg. And but they shot the spears with Battlefront on one and Fallout 4 the other, and he's like,
Yeah, that's a good summary.
Yeah.
I have a question for you.
What's up?
I did play the beta. Because we both got on the same day and we were all really hyped that day. Even though we couldn't play together because...
PlayStation!
Sony bastard.
You could have played with Josh.
Yeah. I'm a Sony bastard. You could have played with me.
You both need Xboxes. This is wrong.
So
good thing we're on the opposite sides of the table.
Because I haven't played the actual game yet from the beta, besides obviously having more content now.
Yeah.
Did you notice anything different, gameplay mechanics-wise, that maybe they fixed?
Not...
Are cooldowns different at all?
I think they fixed the spawning, which was my biggest complaint.
Is experience slightly different the way they've been doing?
I feel like most everything was the same. I don't know. All I really played was Walker Assault. I fucking love that mode.
Yeah, that was fun.
It seems like they made it they did make it easier for the rebels to be able to defend. I just think that you just need to do less to defend. But overall, I think it's pretty much the same.
I don't think they made it. I don't think they made it as so much easier for the rebels to win as much as people finally started to figure out how to actually win that game.
They said they changed things. The studio said they changed things.
Yeah, because I remember
They
They did, yeah.
I remember most people, like, when that beta first came out, people had, if you're on the Rebel side playing Walker Assault, like, most of the time, they're just throwing you to the wolves, like, what the fuck, how do I win this? I don't know what I'm supposed to do.
The first day,
and then they just get slaughtered. But,
well, you got to look at it from a mentality point of view, and I feel bad saying this, but this is the way I played, well, at least on the beta, because I was like, none of this really fucking matters, was, if I was on the Imperials, I'm like, okay, let's go for checkpoints, let's work as a team, let's do that. If I was on Rebel side, I'm like, I just want to kill as many people as I can to get as many points as I can, because we're going to lose no matter what happens.
That was the mentality.
Like, it was bad on that sense.
Well, and here's my thing with the beta. You have to forgive the spawn points. I mean, it's obviously kind of like a rough draft of like how everything's going to be, just to see how it plays out on big servers and
That's
whatever.
What a beta is.
That's really the main purpose of it anyway. So I mean, you have to forgive those small little gripes.
Yeah,
but
it wasn't like a big issue, but I noticed that it was the main thing that I could find that was quote unquote wrong with the game.
Yeah, but
they did fix that, which I
mean, I think it's every game kind of has this, and some can help it, and some cannot. Where I still get fucked up spawns now, though. I mean, I'll spawn an enemy just right there because they can kind of get into the your enemy spawn. So you can always push far enough ahead.
I will say though, after having access to the entire game now, I am having a lot more fun playing Supremacy than I am playing Walker Assault.
That's just the 20-on-20 deathmatch. Basically,
no, it's not.
Right?
It's not the deathmatch.
I played it and I also loved it. I just can't remember what it is.
That one's called. I think you're thinking of Blast.
Well, I know the difference, but Supremacy was. Is it like
it's
Conquest?
more like Conquest.
That's
But it's like a mix of Conquest and Rush. Like there's no like objectives that you have to like blow up or defuse, but you have to hold points and like hold the ground.
That was fun.
Yeah, and
that was a fun
last night I was playing a game with a few friends, and we seriously, it almost lasted an hour, one game, because every time a point is captured, it adds another minute to the game clock. So we kept taking ground and losing it, and then taking it back again, and then going and flanking and capturing another point, and then losing our ground again. So it's like, fuck, when is this game gonna end? It was ridiculous.
Yeah. Well, having some fun on that sense. Just talking in general, because we were talking about betas and stuff. What do you guys think? In the past, I want to say maximum, unless you can call me out on it, like 5 to 7 years. We've never had like games come out with like hardcore betas besides like PC games when it came to consoles. Mm-hmm. Are you guys liking that nowadays, that they're actually bringing betas out so we can like fuck around with it for a while?
Absolutely.
But I mean, it's working on like big, main like first person shooter games and stuff like that. But just out of curiosity, saying stuff like, I understand it's a big game, so it'd be tough to do like a beta version of it. Mm-hmm. But like if Fallout or Metal Gear Solid 5 or something like that, if they had betas for that, would you agree with that, or do you think that they put so much time and effort into it?
I would just rather play the game. I don't know if I would want to play a beta for that. I mean, Metal Gear did kind of do that somewhat with Ground Zeroes, but I wouldn't really call that a beta so
or
much,
something like that.
They kind of released like a little teaser game, like kind of
the same mechanics ish.
Yeah, and Gran Turismo did that with Gran Turismo 5 Prologue. Like they weren't going to be releasing the game for like another year or so, but they wanted to give you like a little like teaser package of like 30 or so cars you can use. And
did you get hard on when Gran Turismo is going to come out?
Right? I'm actually
can't play it. You don't have a.
I'm more of a Forza fan than I am Gran Turismo.
You want me to buy it and then you can come over and play it whenever you want?
Yes,
we can rent it out. It's called denial, Nate.
No, it's okay.
We're here for you.
I think betas are, especially now, are kind of more for the server capacity and seeing if they can keep things going. I think that most studios have like game testers, I think, for kind of the single player games. I do like that they do betas because you can kind of see how Master Chief Collection was a fucking wreck.
God,
no beta.
Yes.
Halo 5, flawless.
Sure.
Like a week, some long beta. And Battlefront obviously had the biggest beta of all time. They said Battlefield 3 had I played the alpha and the beta for that, and I played hours of just the beta.
God,
it was so
Caspian,
fun. Yeah.
Caspian border on
They
fucking
did,
Battlefield 3.
Yeah.
Oh god, what's the map where you start out on the grass area, then you go down into the subway, then you push up?
Operation Metro?
That was the beta map.
Yes.
I remember that, yeah. Oh god.
I love
hours upon
Operation
hours of that fucking map. So I like betas. I think it's a really good idea.
I do too.
They need to keep every
wanted to hear
multiplayer
you guys
game gets a beta.
Feel on that.
Like they all should. Every multiplayer.
Because all the games...
Oh no, man, you're good. You're good. Here's the thing with that too, is that you're getting to see how your play mechanics in theory should work, And obviously, like with the Rebel Assault, with the Walker Assault, like, I mean, the Rebels were a little bit outmatched. But I will say this in defense of that in the beta, that I was on the Rebel team twice and won. So,
I won plenty of times.
Which was crazy.
You could do it. I won before,
it just was hard.
but it was really hard.
It is really hard, but it's back to what Pat and Logan were saying earlier. I mean, you're still gonna have fun in Battlefront, just like killing everyone. There's so much to do. I mean, it's just like, oh, look over there, look over there, look over there. There's so much shit going on. Mm-hmm. I mean, it's not like it was horrible to lose. I didn't really care that much.
Oh, it's still fun.
I still have a blast when I get my ass kicked in that game.
But humans will always be humans. The first time I played, the first thing I was most focused on was trying to find Jedi token. Like, I just want to be the guy that gets the hero class. And then the worst part is when you get it for the first time, you go, okay, how do I do this? You're jumping around, trying to figure out what the fuck happens and what buttons do what.
Handing an infant a loaded gun.
Yeah, you don't know what to do with it when you get it.
Good thing there's lots of people to kill.
You just stand to quote, like what Game Grumps did, like put your thumbs in your suspenders, like, well, this is a fine pickle.
I didn't even get to be the Jedi. I was so pissed about that.
It's so fun.
I got to be an X-Wing and was instantly collided. Like a TIE fighter just collided into me out of spite. I was so angry. I was the X-Wing for like 10 seconds.
I do that all the time. When I get into fighters and stuff, I'm just like, okay, well, who can I run into this time? But
the flight mechanics are awesome. But I played, I think, most of the game types. I haven't played the one. I think there's one where you're just heroes. You only play as the heroes, I think. Is that one?
Yeah.
I don't know if there's...
I haven't played it yet, though.
I can't remember. I played most of them.
I haven't gotten to play the other modes yet, so it's hard for me to say. I'm excited as fuck to get
the dogfighting game type is fun.
I haven't played that yet either, but I love the flight mechanics.
Oh, there's dogfighting!
Yeah.
There's dogfighting! Yes!
Yeah, there's just the arrow combat. I do want to play. Do you get to pick
this game.
which plane you get in? Do you get to just choose which one, or does it do it randomly? Or
I think everyone...
Yeah, you got it.
Okay. I was just reading about it because I was really hyped for it. I think everyone just starts out as a TIE fighter and X-Wing.
Yeah.
I think 2 people or like 3 people. How big are the matches?
I haven't played that mode yet.
Is it 2020 like they've been doing?
I don't think it's...
Probably not the arrow
I don't know. I think it's like 10. I think it's 10 on 10.
Is it 10 on 10? I think like 1 or 2 people get like an A-wing or a TIE bomber. And then they have the normal stuff where like you're flying around and maybe a hero token pops up and you're like Boba Fett or Han Solo.
Like you're the one you're
like
Falcon.
Star Destroyer.
Holy shit! You get to play as the Death Star.
I'm waiting for that.
That's going to be the next DLC coming out.
Right.
Yeah,
Plays Death Star.
and then they'll come out with the Alderaan map and everyone will be like, too soon.
Hopefully they fix that exhaust port issue.
That's how you beat it, though. You just got to figure out where that is.
I was making a joke with the guys I was playing with last night.
Play as an engineer trying to run up. Like when you're playing the Death Star, you get like a 5-minute time limit.
There's like quick time events. You got to like try to close the door.
It's like, no, fuck.
Trying to fix the exhaust port the entire time. That would be
the greatest game of all time.
I was making a joke last night with the guys I was playing with, like since Star Wars is owned by Disney now, like have all the DLC include just like random Disney characters, like for some fucking reason.
Kingdom Hearts all of a sudden.
For some fucking reason on Hoth, like all of a sudden you can play as Elsa from Frozen or some shit.
I'm not gonna lie. In Kingdom Hearts, if they have a Star Wars universe and I get a lightsaber keyblade,
they would have
I
to.
will jizz my
Kingdom
pants
Hearts
without even
they're
trying.
gonna have to put a Star Wars character.
They
Can you imagine
actually talked.
Sephiroth from Final Fantasy VII versus Darth Vader theme combined,
God.
One-winged angel and the Imperial March combined.
We should do
nerdgasm. So
we should do a mashup and see if those songs actually correlate.
Time signatures.
I saw that video you posted of a Hotline Bling with the Zelda music.
Dude, that's like I need a podcast specifically for that thing that I posted earlier. There's just not enough. There's not enough hype for me to
We'll give you a mini segment for that.
A little supplementary.
But
yeah.
Anyway, back to Square Enix. Square Enix has actually hinted that that possibly Star Wars and Marvel might make appearances in Kingdom Hearts 3. Of course, this is early in the game. They're not going to spoil shit. I mean, they want that Kingdom Hearts hype machine forever. So
yeah, until the game actually gets done.
Right.
When's that supposed to be released?
There's no release date yet, but we've been
Not
waiting
soon
for
enough.
it as long as Fallout 3 has. Like it's been almost.
Watch it be like a Last Guardian thing.
I don't know. Last Guardian got announced too.
I know it did, but like watch
them
do like a similar fashion. They announce it and then not talk about it for 6 years.
You know what's hilarious? I bought a PlayStation 4 like almost specifically for Kingdom Hearts 3 and Final Fantasy 15, and it's going to be cross-platform, and I'm like, man, sellouts. But anyway.
Shit. Oh, and also, I guess another beta that got announced is Rainbow Six Siege announced their open beta.
Ooh.
Not just the closed beta that was available for those that pre-ordered the game. God damn it, Logan.
Fuck yeah.
But
that beta was awesome.
But finally I'm like, yes, it's open. And if I
going in upside down. I saw you doing that. I'm like, what are you, Spider-Man? Like, I had no idea what you were
Parts
playing.
Of that was really weird because you could be just like walking and then just like totally pivot any direction you wanted, but you're rappelling down a wall. It's like there's no physics involved. You can just do whatever the fuck you wanted.
Rainbow Six has always been cool because, like, it's earlier. I played it first in SOCOM Navy SEALs.
Yes,
oh
dude,
SOCOM.
That was my favorite Sony franchise.
And Rainbow Six had that same aspect where it wasn't just like focus on your character. It's like you were actually leading a team.
Yes, and you have to coordinate the team.
In this bullshit.
Yeah.
And I'm like, oh, let's go. Like, let me figure this out, but hang on, let's go.
Dude,
If only the audience could see that O face. That
was good, yeah. That was a good one.
Yeah, I did play the closed beta, which is awesome. They're releasing to everybody. Everybody needs to play that game. The thing is, though, is out of all of the games that are coming out and all the games that I've already bought, I don't know if I'm going to get it right away.
Really?
Because it was a lot of fun, and I really want to play it. But I have so many other things I got to play right now.
Is that gonna have a single player?
No,
it's
gonna be multiplayer also only.
And that's a whole other thing right now is that there's a lot of games that are kind of going the multiplayer only route, which is a strange kind of new trend.
I think it's been happening for a while, but
I mean, kind of. But you think like this year they had Call of Duty on the last gen come out, no campaign.
Rainbow Six, 360 Black Ops 3 it was only multiplayer. There was no
and zombies, but no single player. Star Wars Battlefront came out where they used to have a kind of campaign in Battlefront where it was like a single player scenario you'd kind of play.
Well, it got you used to like playing the different classes. Is pretty much what they were.
Back in the day, I never played multiplayer on either of those. On Battlefront 1 and 2, I always only did the single player.
Battlefront 2, that Clone Wars, man.
Yeah,
walkers everywhere.
Dude, that was awesome as shit.
Crazy.
I loved that.
And there's Rainbow Six. There's just Titanfall was last year, but they've been doing it for a while. But it seems like that's catching on almost. Is it hurting the whole game experience if they cut out? And it's kind of more shooters. If they cut out the single player story, is that a problem? Or because I still buy quite a few of these games that are just the multiplayer because I like that. But does it diminish the value of it?
For me personally, I say no, because it depends on the type of game you're looking for. Like,
well, it's kind of more shooters specifically right now.
It is but I mean they've done some multiplayer stuff like that. I mean, hate to bring it up, but I'm a huge RPG nerd. But when I bought World of Warcraft for the first time, I realized, obviously this is going to be online all the time, and everything. It's going to be multiplayer based, not necessarily PvP the entire time, but still have a single player campaign, but not have the whole multiplayer aspect.
But would you play WoW if there was nothing to do by yourself? If you had to play multiplayer all the time?
Me personally, no.
See, that's what I'm saying. Is that a problem if they remove the single player from the multiplayer component?
If it's the certain game type, then no.
Yeah.
Like, it's fine with me. Like, when I jumped into Fallout, I knew what Fallout was going to be. Mm-hmm. Yeah, it's going to be first-person shooter experience mainly, but it's single player, and I love it.
Yeah.
But I play fighting games all the time.
Buzz.
Sorry.
Buzz.
That was Patrick. Sorry. It should be in my pocket.
What did we say before?
No, I turned it down. No, but straight like fighting games. Like, you play single player on that, and it's a complete opposite spectrum for me. Single player is really fun, but it's just me like playing with the character and figuring it out.
Yeah.
But the only real enjoyment in that game is the actual multiplayer and the online and stuff like that.
Yeah, I mean, fighting games are an exception, I think, because it's.
Don't you do that? You shut your dirty whore.
So, what were you gonna say?
The intensity in his voice.
Honestly, I think it kind of hurts the video game industry as a whole overall. And the reason why I say that is, like, okay, you guys remember games like BioShock, and let's take, for example, let's say Kingdom Hearts, or let's just throw this, some random, game in there, like, I don't know, throw me a good single player. Like,
What if
Tomb
Halo
Raider.
came out with no single player
Yeah,
campaign?
or Uncharted. Like,
Yeah.
okay, so those modes, like, yeah, while it gave you something else to do, it didn't really enhance the core gameplay, the core game overall. In fact, it kind of hurt it. I mean, did you guys even really have fun playing BioShock multiplayer or anything like that? It's
I
just
kind of did, but
Look-
I'm kind of a
It was
masochist when it comes to some of these games. I don't care about it. I enjoy it. I know what you're saying. It didn't add.
I live
any
with this
value
man.
to the game.
Please help us. We are at blah 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 South Blah Street.
But
Blah
I just think that it's, back a long time ago when we were having a lot of enjoyment playing all of these video games, single player was something that everyone looked forward to.
Yeah.
Multiplayer was great and it was equally as awesome, but now it kind of seems like there's certain titles that are just throwing a multiplayer mode in there for the fuck of it, and it's just like it's not really needed.
It's an
like,
afterthought.
You got like Batman Arkham Origins, for example. Okay, Arkham Origins was kind of a whole different problem on its own, but in my opinion, the multiplayer made it worse. Like, I was just like, this isn't fun to me. Like, and not only is it fun, it kind of just like turns me off to the whole game in general.
or I don't really get Assassin's Creed multiplayer.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I got into it for a little
That's
bit.
kind of fun.
I
It's
loved
fun for a
Assassin's Creed
while.
multiplayer.
It's-
Actually,
Okay.
I did love it.
It was cool. And sorry if I sound like a fucking dying frog. 'cause
We all do. We did this last week.
Yeah.
We're in Nebraska once again. And
It's
our
cold.
weather sucks.
It's fucking cold. Anyway, so yeah, the Assassin's Creed multiplayer, I didn't really quite understand. Like, it was cool for like the first,
Stab the dude in the face.
Well, no shit, you stab him in the face. Like, and yeah, it's kind of sweet. Like, the whole hand-to-hand combat stuff is awesome, but like anything aside from that, it's like just running around and jumping around and just avoiding people.
You're not supposed to do that.
You're not playing it right. That's not what you're supposed to do. You're not supposed to stick out like a sore thumb. You're supposed to blend in with the crowd and get kills. That's the whole point of
Like,
it.
you can
That's-
shoot with the gun, but you get like this many points compared to if you found your dude and killed him legitly.
Yeah.
You
Yeah.
got that many points.
Exactly.
It seemed, and I don't really mind a game that's repetitive. I can do the same thing like that over and over and still enjoy the game. But it did seem like it would not last very long. Like, it didn't have a lot of replay value. Like, I played it a few times. It was fun, but I was like, I have no desire to come
That's
back.
what I was getting at.
Yeah,
like,
that's,
it was.
I
Fun.
agree with you on that.
It was very fun to play, but like, but after a couple hours, I'm just like, okay, I'm not really into this anymore. Same thing with Titanfall. Like, Titanfall, I was hyped as fuck to play that, and then once it finally got released, like you and I kind of went through the same thing. Oh yeah, this is cool. About 6 hours worth of fun gameplay, and then it's all right. I guess we're done now.
Do you think a single player campaign would have changed any of that though? Or is
I
that
would
the
have,
mechanics of the
actually,
game?
I would have liked there to be a kind of a campaign. Not. I know they tried to throw in just like a pseudo type of campaign.
That was
it was just
terrible attempt.
It was just like fucking like, it was just you and against a bunch of bots. It was just like playing multiplayer, and they tried to just shove a story in your face, and you weren't even like paying attention to what actually was going on in the story. So
if they-
I don't even know what that game is about. Like, what the fuck is that game
I
about?
don't remember at all.
Yeah.
So.
Pat,
Gentlemen,
yes.
get your boners ready.
Oh.
What's the best single player multiplayer combination
I wanna
you've ever
leave right
seen?
now.
No, don't you? What's the best single player multiplayer combination you've played
What do you mean?
in the past 5 years?
Like a game that had both?
Mass Effect 3.
Actually,
Yes.
that was what
how
I was
did they
gonna
not
say.
magically play? Because I played the
I was
shit out
trying
of
to
single
think about
player.
it, but somebody else's boner was distracting me.
But I could only
Sorry.
wandering eyes.
I'm
But
up
seriously,
here.
I
Okay?
got faces right here. But seriously, it's like I played the shit out of single player, played Super Paragon Shepherd, got as much alliance as I could. Still could only get to 70% like galactic readiness
Because you had to play the multiplayer.
because you had to play the multiplayer.
like that's
yeah.
if you wanted to get pure 100% galactic
But that
readiness.
multiplayer was fun.
That is my favorite multiplayer game ever.
Vanguard.
I was going to say, we're talking about
Teleport.
single player games that add multiplayer. What's the value? That game was the one that almost did it.
But they
The opposite,
combined
where-
it perfect.
But yeah, they had it was a game that they didn't take away a single player from multiplayer. They added an extra multiplayer, which I never thought was going to be good. Like I said, it was probably my favorite 360, Xbox 360 multiplayer they did.
Yeah.
It was amazing.
Get your pitchforks and your raging semis ready, boys. I did not play Mass Effect 3, so
The fuck is the
Away with
I
ye.
know, right?
Kill the beast! Kill the beast!
Bring out your dad.
I wish that I did. I have the games still wrapped in
cast on.
cellophane. No, well, they're wrapped in cellophane at my house. I just haven't had time to play them. I have so many.
You should stop playing whatever
Josh,
game you're playing right now.
I'm telling you,
Because whatever
man.
it is not good.
I'm telling you,
enough.
man. Do yourself a favor. Sit down. and just play the third one. Third one's got the best.
No, he's got to play number 2.
Well, okay, hold on. Let me get to my point here. Yeah, you have to play. You have to play them all.
We have to start over. Have you played Mass Effect ever? Any of them?
Yes, I played the first one, but I only played about 6 hours of it, and then I got
that was my
kill the beast. About to stab you in
Kill
the
the
neck.
beast.
Hold on.
I got sidetracked. It's not that it wasn't fun. It was a great game.
Hold on.
Okay. You can stay.
That was
I was gonna lose it.
That was my kind of how
Roll
I got
D20
into it,
see
because
who
I
loses.
played when I first played Mass Effect 1. I too played about the first 6 hours. I rented it, and then by the time I had to take it back, I couldn't finish the game, obviously, but I got a good 6 hours into the game. Then 2012 rolls around. I buy Mass Effect 3 the day that it comes out for $60, and I had no clue what the story was about. But I finished all of Mass Effect 3's campaign because Mass Effect 3 really did do a good job of like bringing you up to speed with what happened in the previous games. I thought it did a pretty good job of that. So, but after I finished the story, I'm like, oh my god, I gotta go back and buy these games. So I went back and I bought the second one, and then I played through the second one and transported my file over to the third one, and then I bought the first game, and then I played all three.
You went
through.
in the most expensive backwards fucking order ever created.
And then I bought all the DLC for all the games. So there you go.
God.
There you go.
Memento, the video
No.
game. Never seen that movie.
Are you kidding me? No, that's
Oh my God.
well, I did the complete opposite
It's
where
ass backwards.
I played it, but I was nerdy enough where I went online and before I started Mass Effect 3, this is before all the other DLC came out, but I started another campaign and I looked up online. I was like, what is the best way to play the DLC, like
Cheater.
storyline wise?
Cheater! You
No.
gotta do it yourself. Experience it.
I did it. I played most of them.
I will say save Leviathan
Citadel's
for
fan
last.
service.
Yeah.
Citadel was so good. It was just a giant fan service.
Citadel was the best one, but I will say
it's not the
it's the best deal.
best.
No, okay, yeah,
It's the best DLC overall.
best DLC overall. But I think if you're talking like for story wise, save Leviathan for last. That should be the last one you do.
No, you do Citadel last.
Why?
Oh.
Because you're going off to die.
Well, yeah, but like you can still party and stuff. Like, I don't know. I did, yeah. The way I did it, I did.
You went out with a bang.
You went out with a bang and
It's
just.
all about that.
A literal
glory
bang, a
and
gunshot to the face.
But
It was more like a mass relay to the everything.
How about this? We'll do our next podcast. Next episode, we all start a new Mass Effect campaign. And let's just talk about our just current like
can
progress
we
in
have
the
a
game.
Mass Effect podcast?
Yeah.
Can we
Yes.
just say no more game talk, just
Damn
Mass
it.
Effect talk?
That's quickly becoming what this is
Shepherd's
becoming.
Yeah.
Podcast on the entire.
So, what were you gonna say, Logan?
Just was gonna ask. So, single player campaigns, multiplayer doesn't really matter. You like the single player campaigns?
I do, and I like the multiplayer if like we were talking about earlier, if it enhances a single player experience, if it adds to the package and makes it really good, not just thrown on there as an afterthought. And of course, like I agree with Pat, fighting games are kind of an exception. Finding the AI in a fighting game is really, really boring. That game requires human intelligence to really get the full benefit.
Yeah.
out
In
of,
those
so.
games, even like before you even had Xbox Live or PSN, you were playing multiplayer with your friends. That was a
Exactly.
game designed to play multiplayer.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
And if you have a game kind of like Rainbow Six, where they're saying this is specifically multiplayer, and Battlefront is like this is just multiplayer. At least you know what you're getting into, and then they can focus on it.
I actually.
I want couch multiplayer back. Bring back
Yeah.
couch multiplayer,
It'll never happen.
please.
It's-
Oh,
it's dead.
we're past
God,
the
I
point
hate
of
you,
no return.
internet.
It's dead.
Unless you want to play split screen zombies, that's about as far as you're gonna get. But I actually do kind of miss first person shooters having a very strong story campaign. Like I'm looking at like the old Call of Duty games, like the old ones. Those campaigns were
You must be talking really old.
yeah
Like Betty White old.
like Betty.
I don't remember any Call of Duty campaign in recent memory that.
Well, I
Yeah.
thought I mean the first Call of Duty game,
Except
like
for Modern Warfare.
that. Yeah, Modern Warfare 2 is a good one.
Yeah.
And COD 4, but like
And Black Ops.
and Black Ops. Yeah.
So all of them were great.
No.
You're just like, never mind. I changed my mind. They're all great.
No, okay, but I'm talking like the very first Call of Duty that was ever the first one that Infinity Ward ever made was just called like Call of Duty.
They were the developer of the very first one.
Yep.
Okay, well, I wasn't sure.
The story behind that is actually pretty cool because Infinity Ward was a team of guys that worked for EA on the Medal of Honor games for the PS2.
I've heard, yeah.
So they made like Frontline, they made Rising Sun, and they really wanted to branch out and tell a story that was different than that of just the U.S. soldier in World War II. They wanted to tell from different fronts and different points of view. But EA was very persistent on not letting them do that. So they left the company and they started Infinity Ward, and then they made Call of Duty, which tells like a story from a U.S. side, a British side, and a Russian side. And I thought it was a very cool they really did their research with the history and everything, and it was a very kind of engaging campaign. But then they made the multiplayer the focus of that series and just raped it.
Well, obviously, Call of Duty 4 had probably the best campaign.
I think COD 4 the best one out of all of them.
Sergeant Pierce.
Captain Price.
I know. I'm going to say it every time.
Sergeant.
I did that last time. I did that.
Pierce.
Captain Morgan was he? Yeah,
Morgan Freeman.
That's no Captain Morgan.
Yeah, Pat. You gonna share or what?
There's not Captain Morgan in there. It's Sailor Jerry.
Close enough.
Oh damn.
We do not have copyright asset.
They're not paying you to say that.
I need to commit seppuku for confusing the two.
Seppuku?
Seppuku.
You're gonna have to explain that one to me.
Okay, seppuku, ritualistic.
Samurai kills. Stabbed himself.
That's Harakiri, I thought.
No, that's seppuku.
That's seppuku, bro. That's ritualistic samurai suicide. And if you were really hardcore about it and really Dishonored, you wouldn't just go for the intestines. You go for the balls and the dick and then slice upward.
Oh,
no, I'm good.
Ow!
Have that with your cereal this morning, ladies and gentlemen.
Let's do some Nintendo news after talking about seppuku.
God.
Did you guys see that? Did you guys see that Cloud got announced?
I did see that.
Super Smash Bros.
I did see that. Oh, Final Fantasy VII fanboys.
Well, then they also announced a new Dissidia game.
Yes.
Yeah. So I was confused at first. I'm like, is this a new Dissidia? And then I'm like, no, it's Smash Brothers.
Well, it's Smash Brothers. Dissidia, I think they're making one, for VR.
Yeah, Dissidia. They announced a new Dissidia game.
Because Final Fantasy 15 is getting ready to come out.
I don't care about any of this news.
Run away. Go fill your drink. God damn it.
Refill your drink.
Man, but
we're just getting up one at a time.
Oh my god, that Final Fantasy VII remake. Oh, Jesus Christ.
Don't get me started. We already did this.
Jesus Christ.
You gotta go back to episode 1 and if you want to revisit Pat's.
If you want the entire history of Final Fantasy VII.
Gather around and put on your what do you call them? Not binoculars.
Burkas?
No, what the fuck is they called? Bifocals. Those things. Gather around, stuff your corncob pipe, and put on your bifocals and just get cozy. And Grandpa Pat will tell you a story about Final Fantasy and Square Enix.
Yeah. Always do.
Always do.
Always do.
So was Dissidia fun?
Dissidia's was actually very fun. It's very nostalgic. The fighting system was totally unique, though. I'm not gonna lie, it did have a kind of a steep learning curve. Initially, all I did was kind of just run around and do whatever, and it took me a while.
You're talking about the PSP game.
Yeah.
Okay.
You know what, though? I'm convinced that JRPGs are for people that love playing games. And, the reason why is because, you have all of your great game design elements, great stories, blah, blah, blah. But, it's kind of like anime. Anime is really great. And anime, in my opinion, exceeds, anything that you could ever watch on TV right now at all. But the thing is that with JRPGs, Japanese developers, care about making a great game. They don't really give a fuck if you're
we don't need betas for those.
Exactly. You don't need.
We can hear you.
It's we don't care if you're in first grade or not. If you're not intelligent enough to play our game, then well, fuck you. So.
Oh yeah.
Japan doesn't care.
Yeah, Japan gives no fucks. So and if there is
Japan gives no fucks.
Facebook? Why Facebook and read?
Yeah. So if there is a little bit of a steep learning curve, I don't really mind. But as long as the game's fun to play, it can't be too steep, obviously, to where you don't get anywhere. But I feel like if you sit down and play any game long enough, you're gonna get the hang of it eventually.
That's what the rating system is for, though. It's they'll put it in there for mainly content wise, how dirty it is or whatnot, but. If the game's going to be obviously a little more challenging for an age group, it's probably going to be T for teen most of the time.
Yeah,
isn't that why they completely made Super Mario 2 they totally changed everything about it because it was way too hard for American players, wasn't it?
The original Super Mario Brothers 2, not the one that we played.
Yeah,
the one we played was called Doki Doki Paradise.
Doki Doki Paradise with just a Mario skin.
Yeah, with just Luigi's the best in the game.
We're too stupid to play this game.
Well, it wasn't that it was hard. Well, it was actually difficult. Have you ever actually tried to play it on the Super Nintendo?
Uh-uh.
Yeah, Super Mario All-Stars was the first time they ever got to play it, and I remember playing that and just being like, Because you hit it and you see this mushroom, and naturally you just want to go for a mushroom, but it's purple.
Oh, I remember that.
But it's a poison mushroom. What it does is actually takes you either down or it kills you if you're small Mario. So you're just okay.
Fuck.
So fuck me, I guess.
Right.
Done.
Yeah,
we're
I mean
done.
platforms are like a
over.
little more challenging. I mean that's what it is, a platforming game. So it's obviously just going to be based off jumps and stuff like that. Which is why we still need Wii U because we need Super Mario Maker because it's so fun. Let's just troll each other all the time.
I want to play some Bayonetta 2.
Yeah.
Oh my
Dude,
god,
yeah.
that's such a good game.
That Super Mario Maker seems pretty dope. Actually,
It's amazing.
I've seen YouTube videos of people making levels for it, and it just seems like so much fun. And that's so great. And here's the thing that I will say for Nintendo. Nintendo is actually helping raise another generation of game designers with games like Super Mario Maker, and I think that that's freaking amazing.
Yeah.
So
I think they just got lazy, didn't want to make a game, and just released the tools.
I say shenanigans.
That's what they
on
did.
You, sir.
No, that is cool. It's like Minecraft, where you almost let people kind of teach them how to build something. So it's definitely a cool.
Oh
way to
my
do
god,
something.
your Minecraft map that you made with Jared and Sean.
Oh my
dude.
god.
Oh my god.
I want to go on
my
record.
God.
I don't really like Minecraft very much, but when you
this-
play it with other
What's
people,
that poster behind you say?
Bleach.
Oh, okay. I thought it was
That's from the anime. I don't know what you're talking about. But no, we playing that game with other people is a lot of fun because just the shit that happens and the funny stuff you can do is amazing. But
like you abandoning me in a cave and then leaving
Yes.
me okay, have fun. I'm like, I don't know what the fuck to do, and then I'd start fucking fighting skeletons and creepers and shit. I'm like, Logan, help!
nope, I left. I had things to do.
I've never played 1 minute or second of Minecraft before in my entire
You're not
life.
really missing out on anything. People are probably gonna hate all of us for saying this stuff, but it's.
Why would they? I've never seen an episode of Firefly. Ooh.
Now you're.
Yeah, no,
okay,
no.
now
things
now
have
we're-
changed.
Or Doctor
Yeah.
Who.
Fuck that.
Or Game of Thrones.
Oh my god.
Well,
I haven't
you
seen-
want to
I
watch.
saw-
it.
Where's my
Yeah.
pitchfork?
Yeah,
Let me borrow yours, Nate.
It's about games though. No more. No TV.
I'm gonna do Shiba Code, whatever the fuck it's called.
Seppuku.
Seppuku, yeah.
Shippaku.
Shippuden. I don't fucking know.
That's the new Naruto. That's the new Naruto.
Naruto
Shippaku.
Got him.
Oh,
Most
Jesus Christ.
off-topic podcast we've done.
Sorry,
This is
yeah,
amazing.
yeah.
No,
No, it's
good.
funny.
Don't
It's the banter. It brings people back.
Yes, but no, our Minecraft map. We built. Nobody will understand at this table. We built a
I saw it.
series.
I kind of
of
understand it.
Like redstone powered droppers and like a hopper system.
They basically built an underground conveyor belt.
Basically, yeah.
Yeah.
And
Towards what?
each other's houses. It was just a way like, oh, Jared needs 5 potatoes. I throw it in a box. It travels like a few miles.
Oh, I
and it
thought
goes
you-
up to his house.
I said
So-
you guys should have made one that just was a troll one too, where it was actually just your garbage pail system. You jumped
You
on
can
it,
throw like
and
dirt
you would just
shit
go.
inside and just like.
Well, I know that
seeds
it's just
and
like the
stuff.
conveyor belt would go towards lava. Like people would be like, "Oh, we're going to the next
Dump it in,
house."
yeah.
Blah 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 blah. Oh, I'm dead.
Well, we
Uh,
built a huge rail system in the sky too, so you could actually if you wanted, you could fuck the rail system and send them in lava or something like that. So there's ways to fuck with people.
That's awesome.
Oh yeah, me and Sean go back and forth. I'll
You could fuck the rail system.
if you want.
Yeah.
Yeah.
If you want.
It's
I never thought to
2015.
do that.
Did you ever play the single player through Minecraft?
Fucking no.
You know what I'm talking about? Like apparently there's a dragon you fight at the end or
Oh
something.
no,
like
no.
that.
Well,
my-
I mean, single player to me is just not having multiplayer. That is
Minecraft
one
has a
and the same.
single player,
Yeah.
like a real
There's an
single player.
actual single player mode where you take
There's
on this dragon
not-
at the end. It's
you
like
can
the
do that in
boss.
multiplayer. That's not really a mode. It's just
Oh.
the single player and multiplayer are literally the same thing in this game.
That's what I was thinking.
There's no difference. You either do everything by yourself or you do everything with other people. There's
Yep.
really no
Oh,
difference.
okay.
Yeah.
You can do all that dragon stuff with other people. I'm pretty sure it's almost impossible to do it by yourself unless you really have all your stuff maxed out as strong as it can be.
Like Diamond Armor, yo.
Damn,
They do
damn.
have like a fucking Telltale version of Minecraft now, like a story mode kind of thing for that.
Wait,
Kinda like
seriously?
Yeah, like the Walking Dead Telltale style thing. They have a.
Oh yeah, I
Minecraft
saw that.
So.
I don't know how that's gonna work though.
I mean, they're just good storytellers, so I don't know. I mean,
yeah,
it's,
maybe
it's
they'll just
not
fucking
an engine or anything,
pull
it's
something out of their
just-
ass. Why don't
basically,
they?
yeah, why
Yeah.
not? So. But since this is off-topic podcast, I have to say that I'm super excited for Plants vs Zombies 2 with the
yes.
grass effect armor for the Mass Effect themed armor.
The Z7.
Grass
Z7
effect.
grass effect, yes.
The Z7 Atlas.
This is giant. Yeah, you're just like this
Wait,
walking
Z7?
tank.
So what? They just
Like,
switch
Is
the
it
N
an
around?
N7?
Yeah,
it's,
it's just-
it's a zombie armor.
And they can do that because it's an EA game. So
Oh,
Yeah,
yeah.
no, BioWare worked with them to do it. But you have.
Well, they did that with Kingdoms of Amalur.
Yeah, dude, they
Where
had
you
the
got like these
M7
kick-ass
armor.
like
That
the
game was
M7 armor
fun.
Yeah,
and the
Kingdom-
Omni daggers.
Did you ever play that,
Yeah.
Josh?
What
Kingdoms
game?
of Amalur?
I have not.
You ever heard of
It
it?
was
Not really, actually.
Take God of War, Fable, and World of Warcraft, and smash them together, and that's Amalur.
What was that first title?
God of War.
Oh my God!
God of War
That is,
combat
like,
and kind
combo,
of style
like,
stuff,
hardcore
yeah.
and just like killer.
World of
finishing
Warcraft
moves.
kind of openness and
And then Fable's like
kind of Fable like
graphics,
art style kind of deal.
And
yeah.
their storytelling too. It has the
Dude,
Mass Effect-y shit.
it has Mass Effect kind of stuff, yeah.
storytelling,
Stop it!
too.
You don't know what you're doing to me, guys.
It was good. I'll
That
never beat it.
it was pretty swept under the rug, I think, for
Well, it
for a game that size.
It had a good launch. I was working at GameStop when it came out, so I was all up on the sales and stuff.
Yeah.
And they sold about 2 million copies in the first couple of months, which is pretty solid. Not great, really, for some games, but it's a decent.
That's a
amount
good
sold.
that's a good launch.
What about is it for Sony?
Yes.
No.
Yeah,
That's for
What are you
everyone.
talking about?
If it's not for
Oh
Sony, then
no,
fuck
they
it.
meant like exclusively, like they made it.
Oh,
They
no,
didn't
no.
make
Yeah,
it.
it was for.
No, it was for PS3, Xbox, PC, I think.
Yeah, it's
Yeah.
for all three.
Damn.
So you
Yeah.
can pick it up if you got
I
like
think
maybe
it's only like what, $20 right
I
now?
still
think
have
it
it.
is about
20 or
20.
30,
About
something
20,
like
yeah.
that.
if that. So if you got like $10-$20 burning a hole in
Well,
your
the
pocket.
studio went under super bad. Like, they owe the state of Rhode Island, where the company's from, like, millions of dollars.
Oh my
Why?
God.
It's a long story. I don't really remember all the details. It happened a while ago. But they basically borrowed a ton of money and just couldn't pay it back.
Because they probably did way too much of the money and didn't anticipate. They thought their game would sell better than what it did.
Are any of you baseball fans? By chance?
Yeah, kind
Do you know
of.
Kurt Schilling?
No.
Yes.
He is a ex-pro baseball player, Hall of Fame guy.
Yeah.
He started the studio.
Oh, okay.
He's a big gaming fan kind of thing. And however, I don't know what happened, but yeah, the studio went under. They had Todd McFarlane, who draws Spawn, do the artwork. R.A. Salvatore, I think, was the author, who is a super popular fantasy author, do the writing for it.
Mm-hmm.
They had an old school Elder Scrolls kind of game developer kind of work with them. Huge names in this game, and just something went wrong with the studio and it went under. So basically what I'm saying is the game is sometimes kind of hard to find, and it used to be expensive. Like, pre-owned was like $40 for a couple years because it was hard to find because they quit making it. But it's probably about $20.
It's kind of like a Pandemic Studios type of story. Like, you remember Pandemic Studios? They made the first Battlefront.
Pandemic made Battlefront.
I'm pretty sure they did. Wasn't it?
No, that might be right.
I thought it was just
I'm
LucasArts.
Googling
I thought it was just
No,
LucasArts.
I'm googling this shit. Hold
No,
on.
I was just listening to some podcast the other day, and they talked about Pandemic, and I can't remember what they were talking about. What do you say, Pat? You said something. Did you?
I don't say anything.
Am I hearing things?
No, we're gonna settle this right now. Okay, hold on. I'm gonna go to the Wikipedia page.
Yeah, get off Snapchat.
Let's see. I'm not on Snapchat, fucker. Okay, Pandemic Studios was an independent developer founded in 1998, sorry, between 2007 and 2009.
Fallout.
That's all you can think about right
2009 became an Electronic Arts owned developer, and shortly afterwards closed. It was an American and Australian video game developer with offices in LA, California.
What they make?
Bristol. Okay, blah blah blah. Notable titles include Full Spectrum Warrior, which was a good game. Star Wars Battlefront.
Oh, yeah, you're
yes. Right. Dark Reign 2, Destroy All Humans, Mercenaries. I love Mercenaries. Did you ever play Mercenaries?
No, I never did.
Oh my god, dude, those games are amazing. And then Star Wars Battlefront 2 and the Saboteur. Saboteur was their last game.
I remember when that came out.
Yeah, it was like you play that Irish race car driver, but you were fighting the Nazis.
Well, it was like a spy kind of.
Yeah, it was an espionage game.
Yeah.
It was really fun.
I never played that.
It's like Splinter Cell.
Kinda, but like it looked a lot more
Splinter Cell.
Or
cartoony.
Siphon Filter.
love
Remember
Splinter
Siphon
Cell.
Filter?
Yes.
Such
Siphon
a good
Filter
series.
was
Dude, I'm
crazy.
so glad I got an Xbox 360 just for that Splinter Cell game. The
Yeah.
last Splinter Cell game that came out.
Was it Blacklist? Are you talking about?
Conviction. No, I think it was Conviction.
Oh,
Blacklist was the most recent one they did.
Secret Agent Bob.
Conviction
Secret Agent
was
Steve.
Ooh, no, it
one
was the
before
one where Sam Fisher.
Double Agent.
Do you guys remember the actor that played Sam Fisher for a while? The original actor. It was the last game he did.
That was Conviction.
Was it Conviction?
Yeah, I think so.
Which one
Where
was
he
Double
kind of
Agent?
went rogue.
Sort of, I think. I don't know. It was fucking awesome.
I'm a huge Splinter Cell
I
fan.
love Splinter Cell,
So,
dude.
Double Agent was when he was being a double agent.
Okay.
And a lot of people, the fan base didn't care for that one. It's probably my favorite because you had that double agent aspect where you were literally on the bad guys' team doing the stuff, and you actually kind of had to like sneak around their base, get into restricted areas, then also go do the spy missions.
Yeah.
Convictions was when, I guess spoilers, that I guess his daughter was either kidnapped or dead. I can't remember, but he went
One of the two.
he went fucking
Kidnapped.
crazy. Was it okay? Yeah, he
Kidnapped.
went nuts, and he went after him. So he was like kind of a rogue agent kind of thing at that point, where you didn't have all the spy gear. You kind of had to like break a mirror to look under the under the door instead of using your special camera and stuff.
That's kind of like kind of similar to the story of Mercenaries.
It was Conviction.
Yeah, but
right.
What was that actor's name? Was it like something Ironsides or something?
I don't know. He was awesome, regardless.
He's a known actor, so he's been doing this for a while.
Yeah, the new guy they got to replace him wasn't bad though either.
Well, I think Sam Fisher he reversed in age somehow. He looks way younger.
Yeah,
he looks way younger.
Same thing with his part. Like who's his IT chick that was his partner?
Oh god, she kind of has a crazy name.
Yeah.
No.
Red-haired chick.
Yeah, the red-haired chick.
Grim.
Yeah, Grim.
We just watched Spectre, and what was what's Bond's like the chick that helps him?
M?
No, the younger chick.
Oh,
Penny something.
Oh yeah.
What's her name?
I can't remember.
Somewhere, and I was like, that's a crazy name. I've never heard that before.
It's Pennywise.
No, it's not Pennywise.
I know. It's like I was making a joke. It's like
this podcast is we're
what
not on topic at all.
What kind of podcast is this?
I don't know.
Michael Ironside.
I was right. Yeah,
that's right.
Yeah. No, I really wish he would have kept doing the voice because I'm pretty sure Sam he went from like being like 45 to like 35.
Right.
I don't know how he regressed in age, but he's different.
What were we talking about?
I don't know.
We got on the topic of Pandemic Studios, and that brought up Battlefront, and that brought up that weird game, The Saboteur, and then somehow that led into Sam Fisher and whoever the fuck plays.
Let's talk about Patrick's top 3 tips for Fallout 4.
Yes, we could.
Yeah, we get tied to this topic.
I've played about 17 hours of Fallout 4.
I played way too many hours of Fallout.
You played
4.
probably more than me.
Yeah.
I guess I would
the first time he's come out of his
say, I'm trying to think of the biggest thing. Get your charisma up pretty much right away. Like drop a point or two in the lock picking if you are interested in that, or a couple in the gunsmith or gun.
Yeah, if you want to upgrade your weapon, which is big in this
game. So kind
of
whatever you want to do, but I'm all about the story dialogue and kind of using the persuasion. So get that up as high as you can, because you'll get more caps that way. You can talk people into doing stuff. That's
get more
charisma. Yeah, get charisma up. So
yeah,
what do
charisma and intelligence. I will agree with both. Intelligence is big too because that gives you more experience points in general while you're playing the game.
Doesn't luck do something with that too?
Luck gives you a better chance of finding stuff
like
and
crits
discovering new and crits and everything. But intelligence in general just gives you an extra.
Okay.
This sounds a lot like D&D.
Well, yeah, it's an RPG. What do you expect?
I know. I'm just kidding.
My biggest hint that I figured out so far on Fallout is like save your ammo. They made ammo a little more scarce in this game than normal. Like right now, you kind of got to pick what you want your weapon type to be at the beginning of the game. So right now I'm doing a lot of non-automatic pistols.
Yeah.
And I've got enough perks in where I'm doing 60% extra damage, but I'm running around with a pipe pistol, a 10mm. I have my sniper rifle for long range, like if nobody saw me yet. Shotgun for holy shit moments. A missile launcher if I have something that giant that comes near me and I maybe have a chance to take it down. But just, stuff like that. And I have this awesome 45 that's really hard to find ammo for, but it does a crap ton of damage whenever you hit it.
Yeah, I figure with a game like that, I would prefer to like have slow firing weapons so I can be like a more conservative.
It depends on what you put your stats in. I mean, if you do all strength, then you're going to be better with melee weapons than you would be with guns. So you can run around and just.
I prefer guns over melee weapons.
But everybody in that game has guns, so it's kind of hard to play melee games.
Yeah, I can't see myself running up to like a Shadow Claw and just like start punching it in the face.
Take that, you bad man.
Yeah. Whatever.
There's a perk where there's a 1 in however many chance that when you punch them they'll go flying. And I just like to go over a building, and I saw a video where somebody punched a Deathclaw instead of flying over a building because they had the perk in it. So
no, you
it was like a one-shot.
There's an achievement you get for it's called Touchdown, and I figured it out. But it actually wasn't just because of the mini nuke like we were talking about. It's like your character actually goes flying into the air when it dies.
Oh man, I need to find a way how to die like that.
Well, my way I died was from a suicide super mutant that was holding a mini nuke, like I told you, and he just runs up to you and just blows up.
Just look for a fat man, or whatever the hell they're called.
We have to think you'd be killed by it.
Yeah, you
can't
by
just
it.
shoot the ground.
Because one of my buddies, he just walked out of a building and he heard this, and he was like wondering what the hell that was, and then out of nowhere this mini nuke just hit him and it just blew up without even trying.
It's one of those things where you hear about 3 seconds of a noise and you're like, oh fuck, and then you're dead.
It's bad.
So,
that's hilarious.
Bad thing.
I'm trying to think of what else I've been doing in Fallout.
Save your ammo. I mean, that's
Save
my big
ammo.
thing. When it comes to specify your weapon set, because you can customize the shit out of your weapons and just upgrade them hardcore. And then there's really no upgrades from them. I mean, I keep finding pipe pistol shit all the
I
time.
don't even pick them up anymore.
There's no reason to pick them up unless you need like supplies for like screws.
Yeah, you can find that elsewhere
to break it down for upgrades.
I just roll with my double
Desk
barrel.
fans. Pick up desk fans. Lots of desk fans. They are the best.
You can break down basically anything in this game for like its materials.
Use it for parts.
You can use them to build stuff. Yeah,
and desk fans are awesome for gun like customization because they give you wood, steel, and screws are the hardest things to find in the game.
Probably, I would assume so.
Damn.
Like, I think
especially with no women around. Am I right?
Am I right, boys?
Yeah.
Well.
Roll a d20. No.
There's a chick. You basically can go rescue some people towards the early part of the game, then bring them back to the settlement. And there's this one chick that is super sarcastic all the time.
That picture that you showed me, that's so good.
I fucking hate her. And so in the beginning of the game, you're in your house before the apocalypse or whatever, and then later you can come back to that place and everything. So I go back to like my bed in for my original house, and I'll sleep in it because you get a bonus when you sleep. And half the time when I get up from sleeping, she's on my bed. I'm like, bitch, I didn't want you in my bed. Come here. And then
she's just standing on her bed and she's complaining like, oh, I wish.
Well, there's one time where I actually walked into the room and she was standing on the bed and bitching about. She's like, well, I'm busy, obviously. Why don't you leave me alone? Like you're just standing on my bed.
Get out of my house.
Yeah, basically, yeah,
she's like the annoying sister that like never leaves you alone.
No, it's
Mom.
So annoying.
Also, when it comes to not spoiler whatsoever, but if you're a big like side quest guy like myself, I have been privy information where if you actually play the main quest all the way through, the map changes somehow.
I'd heard about that. Yeah.
So
you were just talking about that earlier.
If you really want to like get like not do 100% like side quests, but if you want to do a good amount and figure out all your factions and maybe who you want to team up with and whatnot, I highly recommend doing that before you actually do the main quest. Because a lot of people like to run through the main quest and get as much experience as they can and level up and then try to do side quests afterwards. But apparently something happens with the map.
Huh. I wonder if another.
And you need to be prepared for it or no?
Well, I mean, it changes it to the point where if you had side quests for certain areas, you can't do them anymore.
Yeah.
And it's based off the choices that you make for the main mission and stuff. So
I've always thought that completing the main quest was kind of like the big payoff for the game. Like you do all the side quests first, and then complete the main story a little bit later
Skyrim.
on. Yeah,
right.
And still have never beaten the Skyrim main quest. I literally have never beaten the main quest.
Have you ever seen that video of that
Dark
guy?
Brotherhood. I did freaking all the companions.
Did you ever?
Everything.
Did you ever see that guy that he posted a video of it? It's a few years old now, but he did a speed run of Elder Scrolls Morrowind and beat it in 7 minutes.
Yeah,
you saw that?
He glitched it.
Yeah. It's speed runs.
Yeah,
they do.
But you can't actually play all of the story content and do that. I'm pretty sure he glitched it.
No.
Yeah, he did glitch it.
They do a thing called Awesome Games Done Quick 4 times a year, which is awesome. They raise money for cancer and everything like that, and I love watching their live streams. And it's literally they bring in the best speedrunners for
everything,
any game you can think of. There's one dude who beat Punch-Out completely blindfolded because he memorized the way that the sounds go on the game and everything, and he sped run it so many times.
Oh my god!
It's amazing to watch. Awesome Games Done AGDQ. Oh yeah, Awesome Games Done Quick. Check them out. They're amazing. It's just legit. They're speed runs. Like
are they on Twitch or YouTube or what are they?
They're on both.
Yeah.
And what happens is, and then they do other things where they do like a Ocarina of Time glitch run where the game only takes like 17 minutes for them to beat it because they use the glitches. But then they actually do a 100% speed run that takes like 4 hours, but you watch them do these crazy technical jumps and everything like that. Like they're technically glitching through stuff for the speed run, but they collect every item in the game.
But how long does it take to beat that game conventionally? Like if you were just play it like when you played it, how long?
It would take actually long. No, it would take longer for them to do it. The reason why they're able to speed run 100% is because they know that if I jump on this ledge, then I can actually kind of glitch through this and go down there.
Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, glitches are still allowed, but it's not like a teleporting glitch. Like, he has to run to every point. Well, that's why it takes 4 hours still for him to 100% the game.
Yeah.
But he does it in the most, like, crazy way you've ever seen. Like, he beats bosses so easily because he knows, like, their patterns and the way they work. So, if you throw a bomb at their feet at this timing, then it actually stuns them a lot longer, and you can sit there and you can do this and blah, blah, blah. Yeah, it's just small stuff like that they do for the speed run. These guys have played it so many times.
I can't even fucking imagine, dude.
It's crazy to watch it, man. They have ridiculous things.
Well, and it's just like people that play fighting games like competitively. I mean, they memorize frame data. Like, I mean, they know exactly like what the game's weak points are and what characters have this amount of block stun or this amount of armor,
or which move is punishable and that kind of stuff.
Yeah, it's the same thing. So
no. there's no really right and wrong when it comes to the competitive gaming kind of things. You know, people in Halo, they'll have timers there, so they literally see the spawn rate of certain things. Just, I guess, personal opinion. Do you guys think that's almost kind of a cheap way to do it?
No.
To learn those things? Or should you just fucking go balls to the wall, just try to win?
Those are guys that are like playing competitively.
Yeah,
they're playing for money.
That's how they make their living.
Everybody should just say fuck it and just go for it? Or
absolutely.
Yeah, but it's only the people that actually like play hardcore that way are the people that are actually going to care about that stuff.
Exactly.
Yeah. Well, yeah, no.
Yeah.
Like, I love the shit out of any game I've ever played, but I'm not going to like sit there and memorize every single time of frame rate data. It's like when you watch speedruns like Final Fantasy and stuff, they actually have literally, when they're walking across the overmap to get as many like random battles as possible, they actually know like how many times to click forward and stop for a second, and then click forward again and stop for a second. Yeah. To the point where they get like normally you get 7 or 8 random battles in the middle of this overworld map, but they get 0.
That's awesome.
Like, it's ridiculous because they played it so much and they know exactly.
It's like, I mean, when you got millions of dollars on the line, like, this is your livelihood playing video games competitively. It's like,
watch the guy who got 120 stars in Mario in 32 minutes.
Jesus,
I'm not lying.
What?
Yeah.
Wait, which Mario?
Mario 64.
Okay.
He gets all 120 stars in like 34 minutes. It's ridiculous.
Because I've never played competitive, but I've done a few tournaments like local, and we've won a few of the tournaments when we were playing like Halo 2.
I saw that newspaper clipping.
Yeah, right. Yeah, we were.
You have a newspaper clipping?
We won a game in Plattsmouth, Nebraska. We won a tournament there, and we all won money.
I saw the picture. None of you look the same at all.
Right,
like Nate looks cold.
We were like 17 years old.
Yeah, you probably had like your bushy ass curly hair back then.
I did have long hair.
Yeah, you had some.
Sean
fucking,
looks nothing like he does
Sean,
now. Yeah.
Fucking emo kid back in the day.
He's got like a bowl, like fucking.
Was he wearing his trip pants?
I think he was wearing his Heartogram shirt or something.
Oh my God.
Yeah, so.
Yeah, Sean used to wear trip pants.
But we would, I mean, the guys there at the tournament were like serious about it. We were like, fuck it, let's just go get the power weapons, be crazy, and we still beat everybody. So I was like, I wonder if there's people out there who are just good enough, they don't need to learn anything, and they just still fucking throttle everybody.
Yeah, it's fucking annoying.
His name is Kevin.
It's really fucking annoying. I mean, like, I competed in Ultimate Marvel and Mortal Kombat for almost 2 years. And Mortal Kombat came.
Tell them the story about how you broke your wrist on your fight stick.
Oh, Jesus Christ. Well, I mean, so I spent the better part of 2 years like playing Marvel and stuff, and like when I go to these tournaments and just see people that are just like naturally like freaking good at it, it was like, oh, I'm fucking Asian and I do this shit. I have this for breakfast, and I'm like, I fucking hate you. Not that all good people that play fighting games are Asian, but you see what I'm getting at. It's just like you look at somebody and they're just like, yeah, I'm nothing compared to you. But it's like I had to work really hard to get to the level that I was at, which was pretty fairly competitive.
Yeah.
But as far as like the story that Nate is referring to, so
breaking your wrist on a fight stick.
Okay, shut up. So it's New Year's Eve. I am drunk, obviously. So I'm playing video games with my buddy Patrick.
Different Patrick.
Different Patrick. So, like, we're drinking a lot. It's going into the night. He starts getting on a win streak. And so, like, I play this game competitively. So, of course, like, I'm, like, it's dumping so much salt. Like, I mean, I could have filled an ocean with the amount of salt that I had in my body that night. So, like, he wins, like, the 12th game in a row. And, like, of course, by that point, I'm just, like, so pissed because he's laughing. And I just, like, I punch my $200 fight stick as hard as I can and throw it down on the ground and get up and go outside and smoke a cigarette. And I was like, ow, that really hurt. Like, I can't even lift my cigarette to my mouth, which pisses me off even more. And, like, I come back inside and I'm like, yeah, something's not right. And like, it turns out 2 weeks later, get the damn hand x-rayed, I fucking fractured it.
On a fight stick.
And it's never been right since. Like, I mean, this injury happened like 8 years ago. And, like, it's still not okay. Like, I mean, there's still times where, like, I can't move my hand as right as I should. The fight stick was fine, though. Totally. Don't worry about the fight stick. Not a dent on it, a scratch on it.
Is that that same one that you still have?
Yeah, it's a Mad Catz Tournament Edition fight stick, dude. Those things are fucking bricks. You could throw that thing at a tank and it would blow it up.
I want to get the Pro Elite Xbox controller.
Crazy.
With the bumpers on the back and all that.
Switch out anything you want on the controller.
I've seen stuff online where people have just like mixed up those buttons that are completely just not playable.
Crazy.
Yeah.
Right.
They got like all the joysticks all in like the one little
It's like a super D-pad.
Right.
It's like, kill me.
I don't know. don't know if I'm just getting old, but I'm not as good as I used to be at shooters.
You talked about this before.
I'm not nearly as good as I used to be. I need that edge. I need a pro controller.
I think the trick is we need to have always have a case of Mountain Dew handy.
Yeah, right.
We need to be
buy that red dot sight thing that you put on your
that
TV.
thing. Okay, that thing.
Yeah.
I'm not sure how I feel about that. I think it's a good idea, but it's cheap at the same time.
The red dot, you're talking about the thing you actually point like a laser at your TV. And it actually like kind of shows where exactly.
No, it's like something you put on your TV.
Yeah, I've seen a setup where it's actually like a laser. You put on a stand.
Yeah.
And actually
The one I'm thinking of, it's like a sticker that you like put on your TV.
Yeah.
And
like,
it's got a little USB end on it, and you plug that in your console, and then you like measure the exact point of the center point where the crosshair is in your TV, and that it'll put a little red dot right there.
Yeah.
So you technically don't even have to use like zoom in or anything. You can just fire like
the sights.
Hip fire.
Yeah.
Which
that's going a little bit extreme.
It's kind of
pro
a
controller.
nerd. It's kind of a cool idea, but it seems very, very cheap.
You know what, Logan? In your defense, I mean, you're always going to get 360 no scoped by 10-year-olds.
Right.
It's always going to happen.
Every 10-year-old is better.
They're going to talk about how they ball sacked your mom last night.
Yeah.
Yeah, man. Those kids.
This Father's Day,
This
spend some time with some guys actually fuck your mom.
If only those little kids knew.
Anything else? What we got?
Oh, I don't know. I mean, I think what topics did we tip up? We touched upon Battlefront. We touched upon. Well, for some reason we went into the history of like pandemic games. How we got on that?
A little bit of everything.
Yeah, we got a little bit of
Spectre's
everything.
good. Go see Spectre.
Spectre.
Yeah, right. Why not?
Let's just do
Anime.
stuff.
Huge Mass Effect rant.
Yeah. No, Mass Effect. I know it wouldn't be a lot of. Not
We'll
as many
do that
people
in August.
would listen, but I want to do like spin-off game podcast. I just want to talk about Skyrim. Let's do a Skyrim podcast.
Dude,
all I want is talk about the fighter.
We'll have like we'll have
I know
like
all the
different
lore. I actually just have to physically be there.
We'll have like little different sub podcasts.
Sub-podcasts.
I think
Boost Road.
I think we should start taking bets
what
to
we'll call
see
it.
like how long we'll be able to stay on that Skyrim tangent before another topic gets brought up.
Something else happens.
Yeah, right.
Yeah. And that we need to have like a little buzz that we sound like, okay, you're out of the podcast. Go.
You've left topic. You're done.
take a shot every time we change.
Before there's only one left. And then what are you going to talk about for the rest of the time?
Exactly.
Yeah.
No one's going to listen to you.
So, what's up, guys?
Right.
What are you wearing?
This is kind of like we say we're going to do videos. Hopefully someday we actually do some more game video stuff.
We will.
I'm working on a website now for Friendly Fire.
So
hopefully there'll be a
we
place
should
where
plug our website.
we can put everything together. Still in the works. We just need to get more like kind of proper graphics and stuff like that for it. I'm just kind of using the stuff we have now. So we'll have a tentative one up hopefully soon where we can throw the podcast on. We can put any videos we do. Pretty much anything.
Since
blog and stuff like that,
now,
yeah, I like to do kind of like different gaming blogs.
Cool.
Weekly, you know, if anybody wants to write, anybody here.
Yeah,
Me and Josh will be on the RPG blog.
Oh, I will definitely be
else?
down. I'll put some my little 2 cents in the blog. And I mentioned last week, since finally, Elgato Gaming came out with that little adapter cord that lets you convert your chat audio and game audio and put it all into one channel, so you don't have to bother with like doing little workarounds for fucking.
No way!
Yeah.
Are you fucking serious, dude?
Yeah, Elgato. It's for both Elgatos.
Oh my god!
And they came out with a chat link cable that puts your audio. Like Josh
God's
is like
be praised.
Look on your face.
God's be praised.
you don't have to do any of those stupid fucking workarounds through Skype or all that other shit that you got to do to
God,
record
man,
your chat
that's
audio.
been my biggest hurdle with making online videos
yeah.
is that I can't do group chat. How much is that cable?
$10.
I need it now.
Go buy it.
Yeah, I can buy it right now.
You can buy it right now.
Oh my fucking god! It's
As he
so
runs
hot.
out the door. He's playing with the door.
I'm out of here. We would try to record GTA, and the biggest problem was like we would have like Skype and the other thing to catch the audio and pull everything, and then
because
it would not work.
this was our setup. We had all of our capture cards set up, so we were recording our gameplay. Then we had all of our relative recording softwares to record our own commentary, and then
That's a decent setup right there. Take some time to get ready.
And then we had to record our chat through a Skype call and use a program called CallGraph, which is a free program, by the way. and
I hated that program.
It would save the files to weird places sometimes. It would just stop working for no reason at all.
It worked like 50% of the time.
Right.
It's a super fucking ghetto setup for that.
60% of the time it worked never.
Yeah, like
basically.
now finally we don't have to worry about that anymore. Thank you, God, Elgato Gaming for making this shit. You made everything so much easier for us. Elgato.
We would set it up a couple hours. It'd take to kind of get everything ready, get it working. And then we'd be like, okay, we're 2 hours into this already. We start recording, then it would fuck up. And then we're like, well, then people would be off in GTA flying planes into each other. And then at that point, we're just like, well, fuck recording. Let's just play GTA. So that would ruin the videos, basically.
But sometimes that's when our best moments happen, is when we were just fucking around with each other.
But we weren't recording because nothing was working. And so we had all these moments.
Oh, shit.
Man, I really want to get back into doing YouTube gaming videos, especially if I can get a cable now that will allow me to record shit online.
I'm pretty sure it's available for both Xbox One and PS4.
Good.
I don't know why it wouldn't be.
Good, yeah.
Yeah.
I don't know why it wouldn't be either. That'd be fucked up. Real fucked up.
That'd be terrible.
That would be Fallout Vault number 69 fucked up.
Yep.
Look that up. That's your guys'
It's a real vault.
It's a real vault number 69.
It is real.
And it's not what you think, I promise.
Yeah.
Well, maybe.
Well, that's unfortunate.
Yeah. Have that with your coffee.
There you go.
Well, I guess, what do you think, guys?
Where are we at?
Where are we at? We're about an hour and 10 minutes into the podcast.
It was kind of a slow gaming week.
Yeah,
pretty
yeah.
much. There's really not a lot happening.
Drew went to Mexico and got sick.
He drank the water.
He drank too much of the water.
From what I was told, he was warned not to drink the water, and did so anyway.
He did it anyway.
He did it.
Douglas will be back hopefully next week as well.
And
we'll see.
And we'll see if Sean gets in. What? Well, yeah, Sean has only been one podcast.
Yeah, right.
People like
he's been starting
Sean.
doing videos for
God
years
damn
now.
it, Sean.
And he could be on
Yeah,
the podcast.
he always talks about it. He's like, we're going to do this.
Yes, Sean, we're talking to you.
Yeah, Sean, this is our conversation.
Yes, Sean. Final Fantasy's the
Yes.
So,
I like the way you whispered
sell
that
your
ever so
children.
tenderly.
yeah, we should be back next week with maybe more people, maybe not.
We will have more people.
So,
Regardless, the podcast will happen.
Yeah.
and we will have better topics to stay on track with.
We have our dedicated
Just
group.
Enjoy our off-topicness.
But we got to have those sometimes. That's
it's fun.
these comical, witty banters that we have towards each other.
Spectre was good. We keep talking about Spectre. It was really good.
It was
So
not as good as
Oh, yeah,
Casino
Pat's
Royale.
lying.
We're good.
Yeah.
Nothing will ever be as good as Casino Royale.
Dun dun dun.
James Bond podcast.
Yeah.
James Bond
So,
podcast. Does that mean we have to start talking British accents?
No.
No.
I'm not going to.
I just
My throat's fucked up. I can't even
yeah.
try.
I probably couldn't even. I don't even know what I would say.
Hello, Governor. Where are the other drunks
Oh
going?
god, this was Friendly Fire Gaming.
All right, guys.
This was Friendly Fire Gaming.
Not anymore. All
Okay.
right. See you guys next week.